It takes less than 3 seconds for the weight of the screen to change. A final refresh confirms the numbers. A cryptocurrency wallet that held tens of thousands of dollars just a moment ago now reads exactly 0. In the traditional banking system, a wiped account triggers safeguards, like dedicated bank managers, active fraud departments, and reversible charges. On the blockchain, the transaction exists as a permanent line of code, unchangeable by any authority. These digital thefts are often envisioned as high-stakes cyber warfare against unbreakable encryption. In practice, the network security remains intact, while the scammer maneuvers users into granting permission. Psychological manipulation, rather than technical failure, is the primary vector for financial ruin on the blockchain. Scammers set their traps in the digital environments where users already spend their time. They hijack social media accounts to announce fake token airdrops, pose as helpful customer support agents in community chat rooms, or spend months building artificial trust through romance scams. Regardless of the setup, the hook relies on a spike in adrenaline, either a manufactured deadline requiring immediate action to save an account, or the promise of immediate financial returns. Once the user is reacting to that pressure, the trap closes. The oldest method involves tricking the user into typing their seed phrase into a fraudulent interface. A seed phrase is a specific string of 12 to 24 random words that acts as the master password to a crypto wallet. A more technical trap requires no password. The user is manipulated into digitally signing a malicious smart contract, self-executing code that runs when conditions are met. That single signature grants automated permission to withdraw tokens, instantly siphoning all assets from the wallet. The blockchain network only recognizes that authorized code is executing as instructed. One rushed click shifts the user from financial sovereignty to total loss. Within seconds of the theft, the decentralized ledger updates. It records the fraudulent transfer as a perfectly legitimate, immutable transaction. Because public blockchains are transparent, the victim can watch their assets move from address to address in real time. However, tracking funds on a public ledger rarely leads to their recovery. The scammers immediately route the assets through a crypto mixer, a decentralized tool that blends identifiable funds into a large communal pool to scramble the transaction trail. Once broken apart, these fractions are instantly swapped across different blockchains, bypassing multiple international jurisdictions. The borderless reach and irreversible nature of the blockchain provide an ideal environment for fraud. When the dust settles, the victim faces a loss that cannot be negotiated. Their assets are gone because their trust was weaponized against them. This sequence outlines the immediate triage protocol. If a breach is suspected, the first action is to disconnect the wallet from all websites to stop further unauthorized activity. Next, users must utilize a blockchain explorer to actively revoke any lingering token approvals granted to the malicious contract. A blockchain explorer is a specialized search engine that allows users to view transactions, balances, and smart contract permissions on a network. Once the drain is stopped, the wallet remains permanently compromised. Any remaining assets must be moved to a new address, and the original wallet must be abandoned. Prevention requires keeping the seed phrase entirely offline, stored on physical paper or metal, and never on a digital device or cloud server. Security is bolstered by using a hardware wallet. A hardware wallet is a physical device that stores private keys offline, requiring a manual button press to authorize any transaction. Every URL must be verified, character by character, before any connection is made. Operating outside the traditional banking system removes the restrictions of intermediaries. However, the power of being your own bank carries the requirement of being your own security guard.